Hi, good afternoon, everyone, or good evening, I'm so sorry. My name is Shorten C. Chuan. I'm the Syracuse University Regional Manager for Undergraduate Admissions. I'm the person responsible when it comes to application reading for students applying from the Southeast Asia, and that includes the Philippines. So in the future, if you decided to apply, I can be your direct contact. I will be sharing my contact information. And I'm pretty sure my colleague here, who's a current student at Syracuse, will be happy to and share his contact information. So may I request Enrique to please introduce yourself to our audience?
Hi, I'm Enrique Perhula. I'm from Pasig City, Philippines, and I'm a management and finance student in the Whitman School of Management and also minoring in economics. And I came from Ateneo University for my high school. So yes.
Thank you so much. So we'll be giving you a quick overview about our university, what we offer, and all the admissions process. Then after that, I believe we have plenty of time for question and answers where we will be more than happy to answer any questions you might have about our university. So let's start with the location. So where are we? Syracuse University is located in upstate New York. We're easy distance driving from big cities like New York City, Boston, Montreal, Canada. It's easy for you to go to the bigger city, and also you can go to Canada border, in just few hours drive. Syracuse, upstate New York in general, is known for medium-sized cities with great infrastructures when it comes to transportation. So we have great train stations, bus stations. We also have our own international airport at Syracuse. So it's easy for you to go to outside upstate New York every weekend if you like, after, let's say, after your research, your assignments and everything. So at Syracuse, you will be experiencing 4 seasons. You start in the fall, there comes the winter, very exciting winter, then you'll see the beautiful flowers in the spring, and you'll get the chance to experience summer as well. These different activities, seasons, they bring different activities every month to keep you more, to be we have to be fully, it's like inside upstate New York. So at Syracuse University, it's not just about the weather, it's not about the location. It's a big university where we do offer more than 200 majors and 100 minors to choose from. So we talk about undergraduate programs, okay? So these 200 majors and 100 minors were divided into 9 individual undergraduate colleges. So we have, of course, the School of Architecture, which is always within top 5 in the United States, one of the oldest architecture school in the country. Then, of course, we have our College of Engineering and Computer Science, where we have great programs such as aerospace engineering, computer science, computer engineering, and many more. Then, of course, our biggest college, we have the College of Art and Sciences, where we have social sciences, the Maxwell School, which is very known not just in the US, but also across the world. It's known for social sciences majors. We also have humanities, mathematics, physics at the College of Art and Sciences. And if you are undecided, you're still not sure what to major, that's okay. That's the advantage of US education. You can even start as undecided, then we'll place you to the College of Arts and Sciences. You have 2 years to figure out what you would like to major. We also have our Newhouse School, Public School of Communication, which is always within top 3 in the US. It's a very, very competitive, a very good school. And of course, we have our School of Education. We are the pioneer when it comes to inclusion movement in the United States. Another regional, the Syracuse University, is the iSchool, the information school. So we started iSchool in the US and still the center of the research. This is a school, it's a combination of business, technology, and communications. If you would like to work, let's say, for Tesla, for Google, for LinkedIn, Facebook, those kind of companies. Then what else? We have the College of Visual and Performing Arts, which is divided into School of Arts, Design, Communications, and Rhetorical Studies. We have our School of Drama, we have our School of Music, we have our Transmedia, where the film program is. Then we have our Pop College of Human Dynamics, where we have programs such as Sports Analytics, Sports Management, we have Public Health, we have social work, we have nutrition, we have dietetics, and many more. And of course, we have our Whitman School where Enrique is. We are one of the top undergrad business schools in the United States. So having said that, we have great programs such as entrepreneurship. We have programs such as marketing, management, real estate, and a lot more. And I think Enrique will tell you a little bit more about our School of Whitman.
Yes. So I didn't start actually in the Whitman School. I was an IUT, which is an inter-university transfer from the College of Arts and Science to the Whitman School. And this shows like how flexible your education could be in Syracuse University. And I started with economics and I said I wanted to do something more business related. So I decided to transfer to the Whitman School. Now I'm pursuing management and finance. And with this, you can say that Whitman gives you so much flexibility in what you want to do. You can do a major and do multiple minors. You can do two majors like me and a minor. You can, some people even try to do a triple major. So there's so much flexibility in what you want to do and what you want to learn. And we also have the amazing academic advisors in every college. And especially I could say the ones who helped me in College of Arts and Science transferring to the Whitman School. Even though I was leaving the college, they were still supportive of me transferring to the Whitman School because they knew that that's what I wanted to do. And now in the Whitman School, it's such an amazing there's such an amazing program as well with impress events, which are, you get divided to four houses in Syracuse, in the Whitman School, and each house is named by the streets in Syracuse University. So we have the Adams, Marshall, Waverly, and oh my gosh, I forgot one. But then there's like this four houses, and through this you have a headmaster, which is your professor in your introductory class in the Whitman School, who also can be your academic advisor and also your career advisor. It's like a two-in-one deal because they have the experience in the business field and they also know what they want you they can observe um what you probably will be doing in the business field. So yes.
Yeah, that is very correct. So at Syracuse, you can easily design your own diploma. So like what Enrique is doing. And the good thing is we maintain small classes. We only have an average class size of 26 students per class, sometimes even fewer than that, especially if you're doing major subjects. This is to ensure the attention you need from the professors and for you to be able to express yourself. So you'll be known by your names, not by numbers. So at Syracuse, each of our individual undergraduate colleges, they have their own academic and career advising. So like what Enrique said earlier, you'll have your own academic advisor to guide you and help you when it comes to course selection every semester. So like what happened to him, he had a change of heart. He did the intra-university transfer, that is transferring from one college to another within Syracuse University. That is very doable because we totally understand when you enter college, you're still young, you're still unsure what you would like to do. And when you are on campus, you'll discover something. Sometimes you'll discover your passion that you didn't even know exists. So aside from academic advising, of course, you'll have your career advisors as well. You'll get a chance to meet companies not just from New York, they come from different parts of the US. They come to Syracuse, they recruit our students for internships. So many of our students, they stay in the summer doing internships across the US. It's not just you are just in Syracuse. No, many students, they do internships in Boston, they do internships in California, of course, in New York City, and many more. I know some students even doing internships from international workplace with the help of our alumni. So let's say if you miss your parents, you miss your family, you want to go back home, but you would like to do internships, let us know, let the alumni engagement know so that we can help you to look for internships while spending your time with your family. Anything else to add, Enrique?
Oh, yes, I can add. Like the schools, and I like Whitman School. They also offer mentorship programs. It's something called like Whitman Connect, which where you can be able to network with fellow alumni of the Whitman School and talk to them, and they're there to offer to be a mentor for you, with your career search and everything. And also, yeah, as I said, the career advisors are here to help no matter what. the past semester, because I've been preparing for next summer's internship, summer usually for the Whitman School, and I've been almost every week I've been talking to my career advisor, making sure my resume is correct, making sure what I'm saying in my cover letter is correct, and also planning which internships I should do, what fits me, and what should be my goal for my internships. And I could say this for Whitman, but I can also say that every school has this, especially back in my experience in the College of Arts and Science. The first day in my head when I was just, I want an internship. I want to do something during the summer, during the winter. So I could say that all the career advisors are here to help. And of course, the most important parts of this is like the network that you have in Syracuse University is such an amazing feature that when you come into Syracuse, the alumni connections that you can have and the mentorship programs, it's such a wide variety and you can talk to so much people who can help. So yes.
Thank you. So Syracuse University is a research one institution. So if you're interested into research for an R1, if you are planning to study in the United States, and we are just a few of us, Syracuse is one of those. And when we say research, it's not just for those students doing graduate programs or PhD. You can be part of our big research team as early as undergrad, even as early as first year. It is because we have SOURCE. It's an office for undergrad research and creativity engagement where you can become part of our research team as early as undergrad. And again, another misconception when you say research, it's not just about laboratory, it's not just about engineering or sciences. There is a lot of research happening on campus. So there's a research in business. I don't know if Enrique knows about that, the Student Sandbox, where you have the opportunity to work with your professors, with your fellow students. Sometimes they even help you to look for funding to start your own business while doing your research. We also have research in performing arts. We have research in sports. I mean, there's a lot of research opportunities on campus. And what you can see on your screen right now at the bottom, this is a flight simulator. And I believe this kind of flight simulator is just one of the only 3 flight simulator around the world. So we're really proud about our School of Aerospace Engineering as well. And aside from our main campus, you have the opportunity to spend 1 semester, even up to 1 academic year outside the US. Of course, this is optional, but this opportunity is very attractive to our students. This will give you an opportunity to spend, at least 1 semester outside the US doing curriculum, American curriculum, but meeting and doing it in a European country and having classmates from another universities. So you can choose from our centers in London, we have in Italy, we have in Florence, we have in Spain, we have in San Diego, and I think we still have the one in Hong Kong. But if you're looking for short-term courses, of course, we can offer you short-term courses in the summer. We have partnership with more than 60 countries where we offer 100 programs for a short study abroad. And if you are considering applying for the School of Engineering and Computer Science or maybe College of Arts and Sciences, you can have the option to apply for Discovery Program. So Discovery Program is an opportunity for you to spend your first semester in Spain or Italy or in France before joining us for your second semester of your first year in Syracuse. So it's just like moving not too far from home yet. So it's like an adjustment, an opportunity for you to spend your 1 semester in Europe before moving to the United States. And again, of course, this is optional. So at Syracuse, it's not just about academics. We make sure that you can maintain your academic and social life. We do have more than 300 student clubs and student organizations to choose from. So I'm pretty confident that whatever activities you love doing in high school, you'll find one in Syracuse. What you can see on your screen right now are orange after dark activities. So these are activities after classes where you can have group skiing with your schoolmates. You can watch concert, you can do community service, you can watch performance of our guests. There's a lot of options out there. Most of them are free, or if you need to pay as low as $5, $10, you'll be picked from your residences and drop off at the same time. So Enrique, are you part of some clubs and organizations on campus?
Yes. So I am part of the Filipino Student Association. So that's like one place. Actually, they're the ones who found me. When I arrived as a freshman, there were just emails in my inbox saying, "Oh, there's a Filipino Student Association, and they want me to come to the first meeting," and that's where it started from. And then now I'm part of the e-board of the Filipino Student Association. So that's been an amazing time now because not only do we welcome Filipinos and Filipino Americans to the organization, but we also welcome everyone who wants to learn about the Philippine culture. So that's like an important place, and especially coming from the Philippines, going to Syracuse, you can feel the homesickness because it's far. You're not used to not living in the city, or it's just different. So, and having this Filipino Student Association, we welcome you, and it's like your second home. We're your friends, we're your mentors. We can be anything for you. And also, I'm also an orientation leader. So during your welcome weeks and your orientation, I'm one of the ones welcoming you to Syracuse, and we plan out Syracuse welcome for you with different events from the convocation um to like movie nights to like it's to like there's like family feuds. There's like different events during welcome week that we plan for everyone so that they can feel welcome in the campus. And I'm also a student ambassador through U100, and I'm also training to be a tour guide. So that's one thing I'm really excited for this coming semester because I love go coming in Syracuse. I was still in this dream state of applying to colleges and everything, and after that, it started to become an addiction to me when I took all the exams and stuff because there was just so much to do and it was so tiring. So I decided to go back to becoming a voice for Syracuse with representing the Philippines and also talking to prospective students who would want to be in Syracuse University. And it feels like I was in their shoes 2 years ago. So now time has passed. And also now I'm part of a lot of things, but I'm part of FYS 101. So it's one of your introductory classes that you teach, and I'm a class facilitator for it. So I'm with a professor. We talk about diversity, inclusivity, and equity. And this is one way I also got a campus job through this peer facilitator. So now I'm in training for that for this semester. So yes, there's so much things to do.
Yeah, I mean, you're not busy, huh? So there's a lot of activities that you can do on campus. I mean, you just know how to balance your academic and social life because at the end of the day, your goal is to graduate within the 4 or 5 years of your study. But of course, you need to enjoy. It's not just about studying, it's about discovering who you are, networking. I mean, starting from your home college, because you'll need some network after you finish your college, right? Now let's talk about our Barn Center. So this is a very brand new facilities on campus. It's a four-story building. It's an integrated health, wellness, and recreation services all in one. So this place is built for students to, I mean, probably after your long examinations or research or assignments, if you would like to relax, you can go to the gym, you can do the e-games like what you can see in here. We have indoor mountain climbing, basketball, and a lot of activities. We want to make sure that you are physically and mentally healthy. Have you been visiting the Barn Center, Enrique?
Yes. So Barn Center actually opened during my freshman year. So there was this whole opening event, and we also were able to have it's called a BUL Expo where they I don't know, immerse you to the different offices in the Barn Center that includes with mental health. There's also a pet therapy room, the pharmacy. So it brings us around. And also I could say with the Barn Center, with what you see the e-games room as of that's in the slides right now, we were able to bring the whole Filipino Student Association before finals week last semester. So it was just a fun way to bond and fun way to like just relax and enjoy. Especially it was just fun because as Filipinos, we love that screaming, we love being loud. So we had the whole place to ourselves, and we had the Mario Kart tournament. So it was just a fun, amazing experience. And I could say in the Barn Center, you have the best smoothies on campus. So you can't go wrong on that. So this place just offers a lot of things just to de-stress and just to have you physically and mentally healthy. So yes.
Yeah, that is very important because I mean, studying is not an easy thing to do. So you just want to make sure that you have a place to go whenever you need time for relaxation. Then another brand new facilities on campus is our Shine Student Center. It is newly renovated. It just reopened last semester. It's a place to go to hang out with your friends. I mean, there's offices here as well, so it is a place to go if you would like to visit the Office of Multicultural Affairs, the Office of Disability Center, LGBTQ Resource Center, and a lot more. Then at Syracuse, it is mandatory for you to be on campus for the first 2 years. We require students to live on campus for the first 2 years. It is because that is for your own safety and convenience. I mean, you're from the Philippines, away from Syracuse, you're new to the city. We want to make sure that you can adjust with someone who's adjusting as well, because first year is not easy. It's that adjustment. So we want to make sure you will have someone to talk with, how to go through this adjustment period. So with the residential plan that you will be getting, part of it will be meal plan. We want to make sure that you're healthy, you'll get the right food for you. If you have special dietary requirements, just let us know in advance so that we can make sure that we offer whatever food you require. I mean, sometimes if you have a special menu prepared by your parents, just let us know. Who knows? Maybe we can offer that for you as well. So we do have vegetarian, vegan, halal, kosher, named it. And there's a couple of ways when it comes to choosing roommate, because it's important. I mean, your roommate will be they usually say your first best friend on campus. So of course you can have the very exciting random selection. But if you have a friend or relative or you know someone attending at the same time with you, you can choose each other, or maybe you can join one of our learning communities. So this is an opportunity for you to be with a group of students in the same residence, in the same floor, that has the same interest like yours. So on your screen is a learning community for engineering and computer science students. We have learning communities for those interested in politics, for those interested in MUN, for business, for sports, a variety of options you can choose from. Do you want to share about your residence experience?
Yes. So for I've been in a learning community. I would say all my 3 years, especially this incoming year as well. I decided to stay in the dorm because we were still unsure of the current situation we are in. So just to be sure, I didn't live off campus. So I'm still on campus during my junior year, which is not required, but just for my just to not have peace of mind, I just decided to go on campus again. But I could say that I'm in a learning community freshman year, sophomore year, and this incoming junior year. For freshman year, I was in the CIE learning community, which is the Creative, Innovative Entrepreneurship Learning Community that is offered. And this comes with a one credit class. So not only you live in a learning community, which everyone who's interested in entrepreneurship is, but you also this one credit class with such an amazing professor, Professor Kostakis, who immerses you to the world of entrepreneurship. But there's also team building and ways to find your creativity. And one time there's a ropes course on South Campus, and that's where they brought us for one day, and we just did the whole ropes course, and it was just an amazing experience with the whole floor. And now I'm in the multicultural learning community, which is in Ernie Davis Hall, and also Watson, I believe. And this is where like a lot of students from different cultures, not only international students, but domestic students who come from different backgrounds and cultures live in. So it was a nice way for us to interact with more people because from different cultures, because staying in the US, to be honest, could sometimes be draining because you only immerse this one, the American culture. But at least with the multicultural, I was able to learn more of people's backgrounds, which is so nice to hear about because university life is so diverse and there's so much people you get to know. So this is like one way I have been living my Syracuse life. So yes.
Yeah, it is very important for you to be comfortable where you are. So, I mean, some students they thought it's not good to live on campus. They thought it's better to live off campus. I mean, that's okay if you are already familiar with the place, and that's the reason we allow students to live off the campus starting their junior year, because we feel by that time know the place, you're familiar with the surroundings, and you're matured enough to go on your own. But like Enrique, many students, they prefer to stay on campus. It is because your residential is on campus, your classes are on campus, all activities are on campus. You would like to integrate in the community. So when you graduate, you'll join 250,000 of alumni from 178 countries and 50 US states. From the Philippines, we have, I think, more than 150 alumni as of this date. And currently we have 20, more than 20 students from the Philippines. Those are not including the Filipinos living abroad. So I'm just talking about the Filipinos we recruited from the Philippines. So there's a good Filipino community on campus. We do have many accomplished and known alumni from all over the world. And of course, one of them is our current US President, Joe Biden. He did his law program from Syracuse University. And now let's talk about the application. So we are on the common application. That's the common application platform where Syracuse University is. We have our early decision. The deadline is every 15th of November, and the regular decision deadline is every 1st of January. We do not require SAT or ACT even before COVID. So Syracuse is test optional. I mean, if you would like to do the SAT or ACT, probably it is required to other universities or colleges you're applying. Please know that you need to be careful whatever you submit to Syracuse University, because even though they're not required, whatever you submitted, they will be included when it comes to reading your application. So if you would like to do the test, just let me know off the record. I will be more than happy to advise you whether to go ahead and submit them formally or not, because you don't want to destroy your application. But if you have the best scores, yeah, please go ahead, especially if you are into competitive programs such as, let's say, journalism, business, architecture, so you will be more competitive compared to other applicants. I do offer personal interviews, virtual personal interview, just to be exact. This is not mandatory, but it's something I strongly recommend students to do because it gives us more opportunity to know more about you. Common application is so limited, but whenever we have the chance to talk one-on-one, we will know more or less your inner point of view, what's your desire, what's your goal, can we help you, can you contribute to the community? So it's a great way for us to determine if you will be fitted to the university. So if you're interested in that, just reach out to Syracuse, and you can reach out directly to me because I will be the one who will be offering the virtual interview for you. IELTS or TOEFL or Duolingo are required if English is not your first language. But I mean, I'm from the Philippines, so I know that the medium of instructions is, I usually just wave. I mean, my advice is on the common application, just declare English as your first language, which it really is, right? So that our system will not ask for an IELTS or TOEFL anymore. But again, if you would like to take the test, we have it on the website, what particular scores we need per colleges, because each of our colleges, they have different entry requirements. Some are more selective than the others. Some they require an IELTS of 7.5, some they require 6.5. So you need to be very careful. Again, you can always ask me if you don't see it on our website. And we will be requiring, of course, your transcript, your 9, 10, 11. And any available senior grades at the time of your application. If you're doing IB or British curriculum, the AS, the A levels, predicted grades will be very, very helpful for us to determine, especially if your grades, if you're transferring from one school or to another, or if your grades are not consistent, they will be very helpful when we start reading your application. And about the merit scholarships, if you are international students, you don't need to apply for this because you will be automatically considered for merit evaluation. If you're one of the best students applying in the application pool, when you get your admission letter, it will mention the amount of scholarships awarded. Trust me, we've been giving awards to students applying from the Philippines because we really would love to get more students from the Philippines. I know someone who got full tuition, 50% less. I mean, just communicate with us, just reach out to us and let us know how can we help you, just, to bridge the gap. And if you are an US citizen, regardless if you've been to the US or not, you will be eligible for both merit scholarships and need-based. But for the need-based, there will be particular forms you need to fill out. Those are the FOBSA and the CSS profile. So that's it. That's a very quick overview about our university. I hope we still have enough time for Q&A.
That's great. Thank you. So, participants, please just type in your questions in the chat, and you can direct them to either Shirlene or Enrique or both, and they'll be more than happy to answer your questions. So, before that, I'll just stop the recording now.